Welcome back. It is episode 2 of the rebirth, as it's being called, of Electric Bilodeau. Thanks so much for joining in today. Lot to get to this week. Obviously, week 0 of high school football is set to kick off on Friday. We're going to have our Friday Night Lights tailgate show coming up here, right here on Live 5 Plus, coming up Friday afternoon at 4:30. That's coming up Friday. Today, very excited about this. This is someone I talked to a couple weeks ago who I've been a big fan of for a long time. Actor James Van Der Beek. We talked a few weeks ago. He was doing a promotional tour for Kalahari Resorts, which is a big hotel chain that's in Texas, Pennsylvania, and Ohio. He asked if I wanted to talk to him. I, of course, said yes. An iconic actor from the early 2000s, of course, Dawson's Creek, Varsity Blues, which I maintain to a group of producers here that have never seen it, which is infuriating to me, is the greatest football movie of all time. We touched on that a little bit. Lot to get to in my talk with James Van Der Beek. We're going to roll that now, and we'll catch up with everything later.
Want to not keep you for too long.
Oh, no worries. I think we're actually going to be the source of the delay for a second. I guess we're changing tapes.
Oh, okay.
Not, yeah, I was going to say tapes. We're also in 1985, which is why we're recording on tapes. So we're going to have to catch up to you. We're going to get our time machine.
Sorry, Kevin, we just got to switch our card. We'll be
That's
right-
no worries, man.
I just say tapes because that's how old I am.
Dude, you can see
Exactly.
behind me. I've got still a case, a bookshelf full of tapes from
You know
from
how it is.
15 years
amazing.
ago. So, I'm old
Okay,
school
we're good.
too. So no worries.
There we go.
All right, we can go now. Sorry, Kevin.
All right, we're good now. Our tapes are all changed. We rewound. We're
Tapes are rolling.
yeah, we're turning over. We've got we rewound the tape. We put it in the other side. Now we're good to go.
We might have to flip over halfway through, but that's not a
Yeah,
big deal.
exactly. We'll just press pause in the middle.
All right, well, James, I've got so much I want to ask you, but I know you need to talk about Kalahari Resorts, and
Yeah.
I see the setup behind you, and I went to the website as soon as we booked this, and this place looks amazing.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Can you tell me all about it?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. We going right? I didn't realize we were going right
Sorry,
now. It was so casual and
I'm not bad at this.
amazing. You're great. Yeah. No, Kalahari Resorts is incredible. So water park was like at the top of the list of what my kids wanted to do this summer. I've been to other water parks that have been challenging for parents and just logistically and all this stuff. And Kalahari has it dialed in. They've cracked the code on it. So I wanted to share it with as many other parents as I possibly could. The rides are epic, as you can see. I'm having a blast. And the fact that it's an indoor water park means it's always 84 degrees, always sunny, always in the shade. And there's something for kids of all ages. All my kids had little sections that were just for them. It was really perfect. And then they have this indoor adventure park with rides and arcades and laser tag and VR, and they had an absolute blast.
I've been to these kind of places before, and sometimes it's hard to keep the kids focused on just one thing and keeping them happy, and also trying to keep yourself and your wife or your significant other happy too. And I'm guessing that's not an issue at this place.
No, I mean they didn't forget about the adults either. There's a full-on spa. There are 3 restaurants, like sit-down formal dining restaurants that are great. And the great thing for parents too is you park, you check into the hotel, and everything's right there under one roof. You could rent a cabana poolside. You could order food there. They didn't forget anything.
And I know, I've got a couple of kids myself, but you're a dad of 6, which
Yeah.
I don't know how you do that without pulling your hair out on a daily basis. But, how tough is it to keep all the kids interested in everything that's going on there?
I mean, in this case, it's very easy because they're interested in everything. And so you get to walk in and say, hey, what do you want to do? And you watch their eyes like widen. Can we do that? Yes, absolutely. Let's do it. So yeah, this one made it easy.
All right. You've played some iconic characters throughout your career as an actor. I wanted to ask you this. Which one would enjoy Kalahari Resorts the most? Would it be
Oh, man.
Dawson? Yeah, I thought you might like this one. Would it be Dawson, Leary, John Moxon, Diplo, or James Van Der Beek from Apartment 23?
Wow, that's a tough question. These are the hard-hitting kinds of questions
This is
that
what I do.
I really should have prepared for. I mean, Johnny Moxon would definitely love it because it's in Texas, so he wouldn't have had to drive all that far. Diplo is just a kid at heart, so I think he probably would have the most fun. Although Fake James from Apartment 23 definitely would love the the fact that there are lots of mirrors in the bathroom, so he could sit there and look at himself having fun.
Perfect. You nailed it. I love it.
Thank you.
Like I said, one of your most iconic roles, of course, is Dawson, and you spend a lot of time in the Carolinas here. We're in Charleston.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just wanted to ask, did you ever have any trips down to Charleston while you were filming up in Wilmington?
I did. Yeah, I took a couple trips to Charleston. Love Charleston. Love the city. Love the vibe. The food obviously is legendary. Yeah, I would drive if I had like a long weekend or 4-day weekend. I would drive to Charleston and stay. And man, best steak I've ever had in my life was in Charleston.
Really? Do you remember where?
Yeah, I wish I could remember where because it had a filet with a coffee rub, which I'd never heard of before. And I've since tried to recreate it, and I failed miserably every time. And I still remember because I'm famous in my family for the steak that I make, but the best steak I've ever had, Charleston, South Carolina.
Awesome. I know we talked about you being a dad to 6 kids, and Father's Day is coming up, and just wanted to ask you, what that means to you, and also how much has it improved your beauty regimen? Because I've watched your Instagram, and now you get your nails done, and you're getting facials all the time, and it looks like it's really helping you out.
Yes, for sure. It definitely pays to be a girl dad when it comes to the beauty routine. Yeah, man. Being a father is the best thing I've ever done. I absolutely love it. Obviously, I've been a glutton. I've had 6 kids. So if I didn't love it, then probably not a recipe for success. But yeah, it's it's one of those things you can't explain to somebody who's not a parent, because if you do, all they hear is just and they just wonder, how are you dealing with that lack of sleep? But anybody out there who's a parent, you get it. It opens you up in the most beautiful way.
Awesome. Last thing before I let you go, what do you get pitched more on a weekly basis? Doing a Varsity Blues reboot or a Dawson's Creek rewatch podcast?
Oh boy. I get both. I get both quite a bit. Varsity Blues would be worth a revisit, though. I feel like.
I agree.
I definitely, yeah. So,
I've got a whole script worked out in my head. If you need suggestions, just let me know.
Yeah. Amazing. And it would be really interesting to do a podcast about Dawson's Creek, because I did not watch the vast majority of episodes, and there's this whole audience out there that connects to this thing that I was in that I didn't watch myself. And so I feel like if I could do a podcast about that, where I could connect to the audience and connect to the people who I worked with and catch up with them and not have to watch all the episodes, I feel like that could be fun.
Mark Paul Gosselaar did that with Saved by the Bell. He didn't watch any.
Really?
He did a podcast a little while back. So, if you want to get into that and you need a co-host, I'm right here for you. Because I've probably watched every episode 3 or 4 times, so I can help.
Oh, did you really?
Oh yeah, I'm big.
See, that's great. See, that's what I need. I need so you could be a guest. We already got our first guest. There we go.
See, I can help you host it, whatever you need.
Amazing.
All right. Well, James, thank you so much for your time. Have a great time for Father's Day this weekend, and hopefully, if you're back in Charleston anytime soon, we can catch up.
That'd be good.
Great.
Happy Father's Day to you as well.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
You too, bud. Be well.
So that's my new best friend, James Van Der Beek. Still waiting for his phone call to co-host this Dawson's Creek rewatch podcast that I pitched him. He seemed to maybe not need a co-host, but I'm going to keep throwing it out there to him, because I think I would do well in that spot. So James Van Der Beek, just an amazing guy that I've wanted to talk to for a long time. So I'm glad we got him on the show here. that's going to wrap up Electric Bilodeau for Tuesday. We are scheduled to come back Thursday, still working on that right now. And as I said, coming up Friday, our first tailgate, Friday Night Lights tailgate. Ann McGill has been working on Cheers the entire off season. Like, I don't even. Yeah, she's not over there. It's okay. We're really excited to bring back the tailgate, and Friday Night Lights comes back for our second episode coming up this Friday night at 11:15 for complete coverage of high school football. For now, that's going to wrap up Electric Bilodeau. Everyone have a great day.